How do you have an original thought? What is it about genius that eludes most people? Genius doesn't come from how much knowledge you have. It's not acquired through education. In fact, history recounts most great minds did not come from having a diploma or degree. Albert Einstein, Henry Ford, Howard Hughes, Bill Gates, just to name a few, were all either high school, college, or university dropouts. There is a genius inside of you, just busting to come out. So what is the difference between you and a genius? We know it's not education. It is simply the ability to connect the knowledge you have in new and different ways. Most people think in patterns. They repeat over and over, making their lives routine. Worst of all, they are unaware of the self-oppressed prison they have created for themselves. As Einstein once said, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. We have been programmed by our education system to think in logical patterns, stomping out our natural ability to be creative thinkers. We are taught how to survive in a structured society by following routines and accept it as the best way to live because everyone else is doing it. Genius, on the other hand, is always breaking out of these learned patterns of thought with reckless abandon, just to see what happens. Genius is always challenging the generally accepted normal with bold enthusiasm, in favor of discovering a new idea, a new way, a new thing. This is how innovation gets done. A genius is able to take the knowledge they have and combine it in unheard of ways to make better, to improve, to find a solution. And with regular occurrence, something totally revolutionary is thought of. This ability to combine the existing knowledge you have in different and unusual ways is the stuff genius is made of. So can you become a genius? Absolutely. How? Pattern interrupts. Yep, you need to program your brain to use pattern interrupts. Pattern interrupts break your regular patterns of thought to free your mind to create new, original thoughts you never had before. But your mind at first will resist this change, this new way of thinking. It goes against your education. There is no great genius without a touch of madness. And if you grew up in a middle-class family with a formal education like I did, then you have been well educated to think logically. And likely your mind is not accustomed to being a little crazy. I know I wasn't. When I found this long-forgotten device that trains your brain to have fun and embrace thinking outside the box and unlocking your genius, everything changed. It's called Think Tank. This funny-looking device delivers totally random pattern interrupts to help the user break old patterns of thoughts and come up with new ones. Best of all, your brain loves this process because it craves new thinking. This device contains 15,000 words, and you mix them up by turning the knobs on each side. And whenever you stop turning the knobs, there appears in the window random words that act as a pattern interrupt. It is the randomness of this device that makes it so much fun, yet powerful. Dr. Edward de Bono, a world-renowned expert on lateral thinking, was so impressed with the Think Tank that he wrote this user's manual for it. And more than 25,000 devices were sold by its inventor, a dear friend, Savo Bojicic. The original Think Tank is long gone, but it's not forgotten. Think Tank SFI, Software for Innovation, has replaced the original device. Think Tank is designed as a game, coming with mind-bending puzzles to practice using pattern interrupts on. Included is a random word generator to use as an external stimulus, along with a definition and audio pronunciations of each random word generated. Think Tank also expands your vocabulary. Think Tank also comes with the ability to record your brainstorming ideas and save each session. Later, you can retrieve your last session for further development. You can also enter your own real problems you want to solve and save each session until you are satisfied you have found the best solution. And rather than like most people who give up and look at the answer because they can't break out of their thought patterns, you will use the Think Tank SFI to stimulate new patterns of thought to solve the puzzle. As you train your brain, your mind starts to build new connections, and an amazing newfound power overwhelms you as your mind becomes supercharged with a new level of genius awakening within your mind. You can instantly download this amazing software right now, and in just a few minutes, start unlocking your genius. Have fun and unleash your mind's natural creative side right now. I'll also include a PDF copy of Dr. Edward de Bono's original user's manual. This is one of the rarest writings ever produced and made public by this world-renowned expert on lateral thinking. Now, you already have my Lateral Thinking course, A Definitive Guide to Solving the Impossible, which will give you a solid technique for training your mind on lateral thinking. Adding Think Tank SFI and Dr. Edward de Bono's user manual is the easiest, fastest, and fun way to apply the technique and see the results. In no time at all, you will feel the genius within you awaken. I am so sure your mind will love learning and using Think Tank SFI that I'll give you a 60-day unconditional money-back guarantee. No questions asked. In fact, keep the software and user's manual as my gift. Below is your order button. Imagine, in just a few minutes, you will be in possession of the most powerful brain training software on the planet, Think Tank SFI, and a rarely seen little-known book by the world's leading expert on lateral thinking, Dr. Edward de Bono. With a 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. In fact, I'm taking all the risk because you could download the software and user's manual, then ask for a refund and keep the goods. I'm betting that you're honest and will believe the Think Tank is worth far more than the price you paid. So go ahead, order now, and we'll see you on the inside.